Hello guys and welcome to the second episode of What Do These Units Do? In today's video, as promised, we'll be going over the heavy infantry and the firebird units. Now, some of you may notice that I'm only going over 2 units this time, simply because these 4 orc fighter, skeleton unit, elf archer and infantry are quite literally the simplest units that will ever go over. So I can afford to actually make a video on them. I'll just get this so for later. Yeah. So without further ado, let's begin. Heavy infantry. What does it do? Slow. Doesn't do that much damage. It has high health and high defense, both to physical and magical damage, even compared to units like a senior version of it. Here you can see that the stats are higher than both versions. And slow, the hitting crit is same, response fast, it's slow. Wait, is it slow? Yeah, no, it's actually for it's actually good, but compared to some future units, it's really slow. As you can see here, actually not that slow, just 2 times. Damn. Anyways, what does it do? For its skill attack, it creates a shield, and that's the first unit to ever implement a shielding type. And it's most surprising that the unit is defending itself from both physical and magical defense, because you would think for a mechanic like that you would only make it one type of damage, so it's easier to understand. But yeah, basically sometimes, or after it strikes, YouTube leave me alone, it basically becomes immune to damage. Mostly 99% should be fine. I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, if it gets a hit, it's good. Now, if you were to move over to the super heavy infantry, you can see even more defense. And now it never takes knockback. And everything else is, I think, the same, yeah. Now, Firebird. The first flank unit. And it has decent range, meaning that it can shoot from far away, which is not bad at all. Actually, really valuable. But anyways, I think that's it. So it has a normal ranged attack, and then it does the same thing that the Elf Archer does, I think. No, it was not. It was not the Elf Archer. It was the Infant. No, it was the same as the Orc guy. Yeah. You can see that my phone is dying. That's because my phone is ass, and I'm forcing it to do 1 billion things. So yeah. Now the Senior Firebird is actually a bit more interesting, surprisingly. The stats are subpar, but it's a flying unit. That's what I'm going to say. Now, the most interesting thing about that unit here is it basically changes its normal attack. Before we saw how it changes only the... I'm just gonna revive. Basically, before we just saw how it the only change that you can see. Okay, human again, that you gotta be pushing. Sure, I'll join that and I'll figure out my build later. Basically, the only different thing that you can see is from the skill attack, which again it got buffed, but the normal attack it's different because now it only attacks air units, which is probably the only reason why I would ever use this unit, because it can skip over other units in wars. Or wait, I don't think they're in wars. No, pretty sure they're not. Let me just get a human. Oh no, they're in wars, so yeah, I can use them. But then again, they're not really a good-ish option. Okay, I'm just gonna change that to this. I'm running some variations to see which is the fastest, so please don't mind my teams. And I think that's ought to do it for these units. Their main uses would be in youth events or stuff like Outland Battle or Tower of Trial. Because then again, World Boss is Kyo related. I think Outland Battle is too. So yeah. But in Outland Battle, I think you have like better alternatives. Here, as you can see here, for humans, you have much better alternatives. But if you're trying to just do random stuff, you can definitely try to put a Firebird in your place. It will do some decent damage, especially to bosses like Flame Titan. I don't have him here now, unfortunately. But yeah. Guys, this is going to do it for that video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I wish the best of luck in whatever you have to do in real life. Bye!